So I posted a video about 3 months ago on my strategies to get monetized on YouTube in 90 days. And as you can see clearly by my subscriber count, I did not hit that goal in the way that I thought that I would hit that goal. However, I most definitely hit that goal in other ways. In this video, I'm going to be sharing the lessons that I learned through that journey and the strategies that I'll be taking moving forward. So let's begin. So for this video in particular, you would have to watch till the end, because at the very end of this video, I would be sharing the most unexpected lesson that I learned from posting content on YouTube in the past 90 days. So in the video that I made talking about my plans to get monetized on YouTube in 90 days, I shared 3 strategies that I plan to implement to get monetized. The first strategy that I shared in that video was that I would be posting 3 times a week on YouTube. And that's 2 long form videos and 1 short form video. This was definitely a stretch for me because I had never posted up to 2 long form videos a week on YouTube in all my years on YouTube. The second strategy that I said that I would implement is that I would be putting out connection posts. And that would mean that the short form content would be basically like get to know me kind of videos and just more relaxed and less tutorially. My third strategy, and this was the strategy that I thought would take me home. My third strategy was to start posting search-based content. I shared in that video that I was no longer going to be putting out selfish content, and that moving forward I'll be putting out content that people actually search for. So those were my 3 major strategies. Of course, there were other little things that I tried to implement here and there, but those were the 3 major things that I felt would change the game for me. Boy, was I in for a rude surprise. So the lesson that I learned from the first strategy, which was to post more videos on YouTube, is that doesn't necessarily work. What I learned instead is that on YouTube, and I want to believe on any other social media platform as well, clarity trumps quantity, which means the algorithm favors people that know who their target audience is and are considered with the kind of content that they put out to reach those people. However, the catch here is that clarity actually comes from quantity, because when you're just starting out and you don't know specifically who you're talking to and what you want out of posting content, the more you post, the more clarity you would get. And it is when you then get that clarity that you would start attracting the right audience for your videos. And by clarity, I mean that you need to know who your target audience is and talk specifically to that avatar. Based on my channel analytics over the past 90 days, I got a couple of audiences come to my channel as a result of productivity content. But you can also see that the video that brought in the 3rd highest number of subscribers on my channel was a relationship content, Christian relationships. And then you see traditional wedding video, and then you then see how to start and enjoy creating content. So basically, I was attracting multiple audiences on my channel instead of attracting my target audience. However, from making all these diverse types of content, I eventually knew the kind of content that I wanted to focus more on. The second lesson that I learned was from the second strategy that I implemented, and that is posting short form content and posting long form content on YouTube wasn't the best strategy. And what I mean by that is my short form audience did not watch my long form videos, and my long form audience watched my short form content just for vibes. But because a lot of my short form content is not optimized for a platform like YouTube, it didn't really do much for them. And that's because short form audiences and long form audiences are 2 different people. So as you can see on the screen, during the 90-day challenge, I got a total of 42 subscribers. 29 subscribers came from my long form videos and only 5 subscribers came from my shorts. And I don't know what counts as other, but I got 8 subscribers from that. And short form content contributed the least to my subscriber count. So basically, you have to decide on the kind of content you will post per platform. And what I mean by that is this. On Instagram, I already post short form content, both repurposed content, and from time to time I would also post new pieces of short form content. And so because I already have that short form audience, there was really no point in me posting short form content on YouTube as well, because somebody can be a short form content consumer on one platform and in another platform they don't really consume a lot of short form content. So I'll use myself for example. I consume short form content on TikTok and on Instagram from time to time. However, I very hardly consume short form content on YouTube. When I go on YouTube, I'm planning to watch a long form piece of content. And I believe it's not just me. I believe there are a lot of people like that as well. And that is why by posting long form content and short form content on YouTube, I was confusing my audience. And also, in a sense, attracting the wrong kind of people. The third lesson that I learned from the third strategy that I chose to implement, which was to post search-based content, backfired a little bit. And the reason is because based on my channel analytics, I found that the highest contributor to my visibility is actually like people seeing my videos on their home feed or through suggested videos. So these are the analytics for my traffic source, and in the past 90 days I got a total of 1,910 views, and I got most of those views from my browse features, and that was like 1,103. And then after that a couple of views came in from suggested videos, which accounted for 360 views. And then you have channel pages, external, other YouTube features, direct or unknown, before you even get to YouTube search. So YouTube search contributed to only 38 views out of a total of 1,910 views. And so posting a lot of search-based content, that's a lot of how to do this and how to do that, did not really benefit me as much. And so my chances of visibility would have been higher if I mostly focused on capturing my audience's attention through topics that could appear on the home feed of my target audience and on their suggested feed. So moving on swiftly, I'm not going to be talking about what actually worked. It wasn't all bad news. All my strategies didn't just flop completely. There were actually some good things that came as a result of this challenge that I went on. I have to give a little disclaimer here. Towards the end of the 90 days, I had reduced the frequency at which I was posting. So I wasn't posting 3 times a week anymore. I was posting twice a week, one long form content and one short form content. And the reason I decided to start doing that was because I needed to also protect my mental health. I was churning out so much content and balancing school as well, and I needed to scale back on the content a little bit. The first thing that this challenge helped me with was that the more I posted, the clearer I became on what my niche was and what my target audience needed. The second thing that actually ended up working out in my favor was that people that found me on YouTube through my long form videos went over to Instagram and followed me there. So basically, my long form videos brought me more followers on Instagram. So that was a huge win for me, to be honest. The third thing that worked in my favor was I began looking for more creators in my niche, getting ideas from their videos, and then I gave it my own touch or personalized it to fit what my audience would be interested in. And I found out that that worked so much better than just posting how-to content. And the reason I believe is because a lot of how-to content people can get through using ChatGPT now. People can get through Googling it. So even though putting out how-to content is good, it's even better to put out content that has been proven to speak directly to your target audience. So what next? Basically, my strategy moving forward is to, number one, post once a week. And the reason is very clear. I am a one-man team when it comes to my content. And so the most sustainable schedule for me moving forward is posting one video a week on YouTube. Secondly, I am only going to be posting long-form videos on YouTube moving forward. And this is because, like I said, I found that a lot of people that followed me through short form content on YouTube did not necessarily consume my long form videos. And the kind of audiences I'm trying to attract are audiences that would be interested in doing business with me. And so it is not wise for me to put out content that does not eventually convert. I will keep my short form content to TikTok and Instagram. Thirdly, I'm only going to be posting content that speaks directly to my audience avatar. Like I said, I got more clarity on what my niche is and the people that I needed to be talking to specifically in the course of this 90-day challenge. And so I'm only going to be creating content that speaks directly to those people moving forward. Also, I'm going to reduce the how-to videos, how to do this, how to do that, because those are search-based videos and I do not want my channel to represent a lot of that moving forward. Even though, like I said, it is not a bad thing, I have videos that have gotten thousands of views because they were search-based videos. However, the people that are finding me the most are not finding me through search-based content. And finally, the last strategy I'll be taking moving forward is that I'm going to always be introducing myself. And the reason is because when people came on my channel, for a lot of my videos, because I did not introduce myself, they wouldn't know what I do. And now I am seeing YouTube as a business. And so it's important for me to always talk about who I am and what I do. So now we're getting to the sweetest part of this gist, okay? I'm going to be sharing with you guys the unexpected lesson that I learned going on this 90-day journey. So even though I did not reach the requirements for monetization on YouTube, which is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, some of my potential clients found me on YouTube. So basically, I'm a business coach, and because I put out content talking about the fact that I'm a business coach and how I got here, some people found some of those videos and reached out to me on Instagram for coaching services. So now I make money from my business coaching services because of my videos on YouTube. That was something that I sort of knew at the back of my mind, but seeing it play out really blew my mind. When I got clearer on who my niche was and who my target audience was, and I began speaking to them, it started attracting target audience. And that, of course, translated to potential clients. So the most important lesson that I learned in all of this, in the entire 90 days, is that there is more than one way to make money on YouTube. And the most important thing you need to know on YouTube is how to post content that is relevant to your audience avatar. Doing that made my efforts 100% worth it and made me decide that I will never stop posting on YouTube. If you're just coming across this channel for the very first time, my name is Benny and I am a business coach. I help Christians start a profitable coaching business, whether full-time or as a side hustle. And if you're yet to subscribe, kindly hit that subscribe button down below, and you can also check out this video right here. See you there.